In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at one of MJJC's newest products, their foam snow foam shampoo, made specifically for foam cannons and foam guns. Let's go! Hey everyone, and welcome back to Turner Mobile Detailing. Like I said before, we're going to be taking a look at MJJC's brand new foam shampoo, made specifically for foam cannons and foam guns. Now, I have not used this before. This is my first time using it. So, it smells good. It smells like shampoo, so that's a good sign. Now, it comes in a 20-ounce bottle, but yet they tell you on the back the dilution instructions in milliliters, so they should probably link those up. Now, it says that it comes in a 20-ounce bottle, which is extra large, I guess, opposed to standard 16-ounce bottles that a lot of companies send their shampoos, their products out in. But the dilution instructions on the back are in milliliters, so just be aware of that. It says super soft with a refreshing aroma. Like I said already, it smells good. It smells like shampoo. Now here on the bottom it says that it's pH neutral and that it contains crude palm oil. Now I did a little research on palm oil, and basically palm oil is used in a lot of different things, anything from health products to beauty products and also cleaning products. So basically, in this context of a cleaning product, the two main functions that palm oil serves is to, as a cleaning agent, it helps emulsify the dirt and also encapsulate the dirt, being it oil, and also it serves as a foaming agent, which gives you visual feedback. As a shampoo, you want that, but also foam creates lubrication, and in this context, again, we're washing vehicles, and the greater lubrication we have, we lessen the risk of scratching anything. So the palm oil is a very good thing. So the directions on the back, basically, number one, you want to rinse off your vehicle, standard operation there. Number two is your dilution. It says put the detergent that is diluted by 10 times into the bottle of the MJJC foam gun. Add 100 milliliters of detergent into 900 milliliters of water. Spray foam on vehicle, so on and so forth. You know the rest. So we have 100 milliliters of soap to 900 milliliters of water, adding up to 1,000 milliliters, which is around 32 ounces. So I've got my MJJC foam cannon, and I've got my reservoir already filled up. So we're going to take the nozzle off. And if you can see there, the 1,000 milliliter line is right about there. So our water line is right there. I've got exactly 900 milliliters already measured out. I'm just using regular room temperature tap water, not distilled water, nothing special. So I've got my measuring cup with the 100 milliliter mark right here, and we're just gonna fill it up. So we are just a little bit above the 100 milliliter mark. That's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. If anything, it'll give us a little bit richer foam. Again, a nice fresh soapy smell to it. Now, the foam cannon that I'm using, obviously it's still the MJJC Pro version 2, but it's a new one, and here's why. I want to take a little sidestep. My original foam cannon that they sent me out last year, after about, I want to say 8 or 9 months, maybe 10 months, somewhere around there, I forget, the reservoir started coming loose from the nozzle, from the cap here. So I thought maybe it was user error, maybe I wasn't screwing it on properly, so I made sure the threads were on properly, they were threaded all the way and nice and snug. And what was happening was, while I was spraying the vehicle with foam, the reservoir would come loose and just fall off the cap or the gun, and obviously it would spill soap all over the place, and a couple times when it hit the ground it splashed right back up in my face, and I don't need to tell you how frustrating that experience was, but nonetheless it happened, and after about 3 or 4 times of that happening, I realized it was not user error. So I contacted MJJC, and they told me that it was not a new issue, it was a known issue. A number of other customers or users had contacted them about the same issue, and they told me that they had made some improvements, that they changed the threads Now I don't know what they did, but the threads on the cap and the threads on the bottle are both still plastic. So I'm not sure what they did, but they say it's better. So as you can see, I've got the weighted filter ball at the bottom of the dip tube again. I might take that off, but for now it's there. So again, this is a brand new foam gun. I've got the 1.25 millimeter orifice installed. That's what comes installed from the factory. If you want to try out the 1.1 millimeter orifice with this shampoo, go right ahead. You might get a tiny bit better foam, but the 1.25 for our purposes today to test out the shampoo should be more than enough. So now that we've got a little backstory about the new foam cannon, we've got our shampoo measured out and properly diluted in the reservoir. Let's go ahead and see how this stuff foams. So for the 20-ounce bottle, you're going to pay about 20 bucks. So obviously that's $1 an ounce. This 20-ounce size is going to give you about 5 to 6 washes at 100 milliliters per wash, which works out to roughly 3 1/4 per wash. It also comes in a 100 milliliter sample size for about 10 bucks, which would really only be good for one wash at 100 milliliters per wash. So obviously the 20-ounce size would be the vastly better value. Now if you notice, when I mix the shampoo into the reservoir initially, the shampoo has a very thin consistency. This can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your perspective. Its low viscosity means that you have to go through more product to achieve proper dilution and performance, but it also means that it's much faster to dilute or mix into the water, meaning it's immediately ready to use. You don't have to wait any length of time for the shampoo to fully dissolve into the water. Maybe that's why they give you the extra product in the 20-ounce bottle opposed to a 16-ounce bottle to offset the higher dilution ratio. Now about the actual foam, as you can see, it's very, very nice. Of course, the width of the spray pattern you choose will affect directly the thickness and concentration of the foam on the area that you're foaming. And if you remember back to my initial review of MJJC's Foam Cannon Pro version 2, the cannon has a wide range of spray patterns. But setting the cannon to a medium spray width pattern produces some really thick, really nice, rich, billowy foam that'll provide excellent lubrication during the contact washing process. Okay, so we got some really, really nice foam. I used up the whole reservoir on the whole car all at once. So now it's time for the contact wash. Let's see how much lubrication all that rich, beautiful foam in that crude palm oil provides. As expected, all that thick foam yielded a nice slick contact wash process. My wash towel glides over the surface easily and effortlessly, washing away any loose surface dirt. Now remember, this stuff is pH neutral, so it's not meant for heavy duty cleaning. So if you do have an extremely dirty vehicle or one that just hasn't been cleaned in months and months, then I recommend at least doing a pre-soak with a high alkaline shampoo first. Then maybe follow up with this stuff for your contact wash. I'll actually be coming out with a video on high alkaline shampoos in the near future. But as for what this stuff is actually meant for, mild, gentle cleaning ability, and high foam and lubrication, so far it checks all those boxes. Just check out that rich, thick head of foam being pushed around the surface. Okay, super slick, super slippery on the panels and our contact wash. You can see there's still a lot of foam still in my wash towel here. And aside from the areas of the car that were in the sun, the foam had really, really good staying power. It really sticks around for a while. Gives you some really good lubrication and allows you to work some larger areas because the foam doesn't dissipate very quickly. It stays there and lets you get to those other areas, those broader areas, and still have plenty of foam left to work with. So now let's give it a rinse and see how well this stuff rinses down. So typical to most pH neutral shampoos, it rinses very easily, very nicely. I typically judge the rinsability by, after the initial rinse, I go back over the area after a few seconds and see if any more soap residue is still present. And with this stuff, the second pass yielded no residue. So that means that it rinses fully the first time, provided you're working in the shade or indoors. The reason you want a clean rinsing shampoo is because it leaves less work for you after the fact. Less or no residual residue means that your wax or sealant coat will adhere better, and there's much less work to prep the surface before a wax, sealant, or even a coating. Okay guys, so I hope that you guys were just as impressed watching this video, watching the footage of the foam, the wash, and then the rinse, as I was using it here in person. Obviously I can get a better look and feel for it being here in person, but the foam was super thick and rich. The lubrication on the panel was second to none. Really good, super slippery. It even had a nice fresh subtle scent to it. And then the rinse off process was super easy. Didn't have any problems with leaving residue behind. Even the parts of the car that are in the sun that did dry a little bit on the panel, those rinsed off really easy too. So I'm going to give this stuff 2 thumbs up. There's the other one. And I highly recommend this stuff, especially using it in the MJJC foam cannon. Now again, like I've talked about before in previous videos, the MJJC foam cannon Pro version 2, really good foam cannon. I highly recommend it. I will leave links to this stuff as well as the foam cannon and some replacement filters, replacement parts in the description below, so make sure to check those out if you want to purchase this stuff. And again, really impressed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this content. I hope it helped you make a more informed decision as to what products you're going to purchase. If you haven't already, please don't hesitate to give us a like right down below. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button right down below. As always, I'm Seth with Turner Mobile Detailing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.